What up, Tag Nation? I hope you like tournaments because in the world of WWE, that's what you got. That's what you're getting. You better like it, love it, deal with it. More after the intro.
T.A.G.
That's tag shit.
Free fall as I die through the kaleidoscope in my mind. No rope up to climb. Gotta remind myself that I'm fine. Mama, I don't really want.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Lefty and a half. ScooterRay representing that T.A.G, the Almighty. And this video, I'm here to talk about both Raw and SmackDown. Raw and NXT. And it's going to be a precursor in the SmackDown as well because this week is title tournament week. The World Heavyweight Championship tournament is on the way, and Raw is going to continue on SmackDown. And the NXT Women's Championship tournament started tonight on NXT. But like I said, if you love tournaments, you get a tournament. You get a tournament. You get a tournament. You get one. You get one. There's tournaments. Tournaments everywhere. But let's go into the going zone with Raw. So starting yesterday, the official rosters have settled. Everybody is in their correct spots, and the dust has settled with the draft. And we open up the show with the first of tournament matches. So the way they're doing this World Heavyweight Championship tournament, you got 6 guys on Raw, 6 guys on SmackDown. It's a Raw Championship. Why they got SmackDown guys on it? But 6 on Raw, they will compete in 2 different triple threat matches. Then they'll meet again in the main event. The winner of that will represent Raw. The same thing is supposed to happen on SmackDown. They go at it at Night of Champions. The winner, World Heavyweight Champion. First matchup on paper, banger. Shinsuke Nakamura, Judgment Day's Damian Priest, Seth freaking Rollins to open the show. Them boys went out there. Now, the one thing I do appreciate about this match, and especially the second one, they didn't treat it like they didn't treat it as, oh, we're just going out here to, fight for a title. No, they legitimately was out there doing it. Like, this could have been the championship match. Like the way they was going at it. This could have been the championship match. But ultimately, Seth freaking Rollins gets the dub. So later on in the night, he will meet insert name and winner. Imperium had a segment with KO and Zayn. They're trying to establish some more tag teams now. Now that the Usos are kind of not necessarily in the rear view, but they got to establish more people. We get Otis or Otis versus Mustafa Ali. Mustafa gets the dub. He gets the dub here. I don't know ultimately where they're going with this whole Otis or Otis thing. Are they going to break up the Alpha Academy for Otis to go to the Maximum Male Models to become Otis? Whatever. The next match of the World Championship tournament, The Miz, Judgment Day's Finn Balor, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Once again, on paper, banger. And yes, this match went exactly. If you follow WWE and know WWE's formula, this match went exactly the way you thought. Cody hit 2 crossroads on Miz. goes for the pin, gets snatched out the ring, and gets beat up by Brock. Finn Balor looks, I'm gonna go and hit this quick stomp. 1, 2, 3. Balor gets the dub. That ain't my business. After Brock still beats up on Cody. He's talking about look at his face because Brock had a black eye and he had that gnarly little cut. He put him through the announce table. I think he beat him up with steel steps. I can't remember, or just a chair. I can't remember. But ultimately, he challenged Cody to Night of Champions. So unfortunately, we don't get Rollins versus Cody to see who represents for the Raw side. Nope. We get Rollins versus Finn. I'm gonna tell you about that symbolism. Lord, later on. Rhea goes against Dana Brooke. Molly took that. There's no need. Imperium goes against KO and Zayn. KO and Zayn takes that. Debuting Zoe Stark takes on Nikki Cross. Stark gets that dub. Trish comes out with a segment because she had a bunch of missing posters like, has anybody seen Becky? Becky's been missing. And she came out to the ring popping shit. Becky music hits. Up, it's the dub. Becky music hits again. Nope, it's really her. Wow. Right to the face. Earlier this night, there was a segment between Akira Tozawa and Woods. They was back there chatting. And Dom and Mommy walks up, and it eventually led to Dom taking on Woods. Dom gets the dub. Then we have our main event. There was other little segments and things, but most important stuff was the title match tournament. Seth freaking Rollins, Finn Balor. Now, if y'all remember, this was the finals to the Universal Championship. And you remember who won that? Finn with the separated shoulder. So it was basically symbolism to that. And even at one point during the match, Finn hits Rollins with that buckle bomb that Rollins hit Finn with. Ultimately, it led to Seth Rollins getting the dub. So Seth Rollins is now representing the Raw side, and he's waiting on who's going to represent the SmackDown side, and we will know Friday. I know AJ Styles, Edge, Bobby Lashley, Rey Mysterio, Austin Theory, and I forgot who the sixth man is supposed to be. Hold on. Let me check these notes. It ain't in this phone. Oh no. I forgot who the sixth man is supposed to be on that side, but yeah. Edge, Bobby, AJ, Ray, Theory. Wow, the name of this isn't coming to me, but yeah. We'll see on SmackDown who's going to go against Seth Rollins at Night of Champions to determine the new World Heavyweight Championship. And once again, if you love tournaments, you're getting them 2 nights in a row. NXT, once again, dust has settled on the new rosters, and 17 NXT superstars all together was called up. So we have the tournament to determine the new women's championship, the new women's champion at NXT Battleground. So it starts off with the 6 ladies, who are 8 ladies, math, who are competing. Tiffany Stratton, Gigi Dolan, Lyra Valkyria, Kiana James, Fallon Henley, Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez, JC James. And to get it started with the tournament, we get Tiffany Stratton versus Gigi Dolan. Had it not been from the way the storyline's been going, I would have been like, either woman can take this. But since the way the storyline's been going, Tiffany Stratton. And not only that, her finisher, her Christopher Daniels, the best moonsault ever, the DME, where she jumps from turnbuckle, wow, moonsault. Hers, she calls it the prettiest moonsault ever. So the PME, I dig it. She pulls it off very well. So Tiffany Stratton advances. She's waiting on the winner between. Once again, the tournament bracket is in my other phone that I'm talking to y'all with right now. But later on in the match, we had a second match. Later on in the night, we had a second match. Get it together, Scoot, right? We had the barbershop talk, the segment where Carmelo and Trick Willie and they're talking, and Trick Willie is talking about how he has this match against Braun Breaker, and that he's trying to get some level of revenge for what Breaker did to Carmelo, and he was like, Carmelo, I need you to stay out, stay healthy, get healthy. I'm gonna go take care of Braun. So we have that as the main event. NXT Tag Team Championship match. We have the Dyad, formerly Grizzled Young Veterans. What is it? Rip Fowler and something Jagger. I can't remember their new names like that, but I know it's Rip Fowler and something Jagger. Or Jagger or something. They're going against Gallus. Mark Coffey, Wolfgang. Once again, had it not been so I can say predetermined, if y'all are familiar with my quick tags, or if you're new here, one thing I say about championship matches, if things gonna feel like a title change or not, this did not feel like a title change. I'm sorry. Like, it would have been cool to see the Dyad, because per history, I love Grizzled Young Veterans. I always thought they had one of the greatest names in wrestling, but this didn't feel like title change at all. So, but there was shenanigans because, of course, Ava Rain was trying to help out Dyad. Joe Coffey didn't really interfere. He was just kind of like, I can't like hit a woman or anything, so I'm gonna just sit here and just chant. And then when Ava Rain was interfering a little too much, Ivy Now came out there, knuckle up. And then eventually Creed brothers came and grabbed Ivy, which caused all type of distractions, which caused Gallus to get the dub. And just like how it says, Gallus boys on top. Next up, we had a segment of NXT Anonymous, the person who's been like getting all these exclusive footage. But whoever the NXT Anonymous is proven to be, it's the person who's been really capturing who captured when so Ruka got jumped, Wendy Chu got jumped, and Nikita. So I don't know if they're trying to say that this person is behind the jumpings, but it was a person sitting there in a hoodie watching those three footages, and I guess at some point we'll get a reveal on who NXT Anonymous is. Duke Hudson, Javier Bernal, or Big Body Javi, they had a run in with the whole Duke U thing, and Javier's like, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to take Chase U away from Chase. And he even made a Freudian slip where he said, I'm going to give you a Duke U, a Chase U size, stuff like that. But they go out there, had a match. Duke gets the dub. Like, yeah. Von Wagner has a segment. He's now trying to start opening up more to Mr. Stone. And there's a certain picture of Wagner as a baby. And he's trying to get Vaughn to open up about it because he was, scarred and this and the third. Vaughn doesn't want to talk about it. and one guy tries to make a little smart remark about it, and he gets hemmed up for his troubles. Uh, Eddie Thorpe, Damon Kemp. It stemmed from Kemp basically trying to big bro Thorpe. Well, he got big broed tonight because Eddie Thorpe gets the dub. Um, it's interesting to see what they're gonna do with Eddie Thorpe and Damon Kemp. Like I could see because Damon Kemp after the whole Diamond Mine situation, it's kind of like he's been at a weird standstill, and with Thorpe now being in the picture, it's like eventually, what do they see for Thorpe? Are they gonna see him in the whole North American reign, North American title reigns? Like, how's that going? The Heritage Cup. Since they now introduced the Heritage Cup back in the fold, so it'd be interesting to see what direction they put Thorpe in. But yeah, Thorpe gets the dub. Then we finally get the grudge match of the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov versus Georgia. And it led to a match eventually until Dijak, with his brand of justice, took a chair and started wearing out the Mad Dragon. So at some point, if they continue, do I see this continuing to Battleground? No, I don't. Wouldn't be a quick tag without a Scoot Young. I know. I'm sorry. Um, it has to lead to some type of specialty match. It has to. I just don't know what match and when, but it's going to lead to some type of specialty match where the Mad Dragon can get his dub back, get his win. Well, technically he won tonight, but you get what I'm saying. We get Tyler Bate versus oh my God, I just forgot his name. Dempsey. How did I forget his first? Charlie Dempsey. Um, Surprisingly, Dempsey gets the dub. He gets the dub. I didn't see if Gulak interfered or not, but Dempsey gets the dub, which led to Wesley coming out. And I missed something because Joe Gacy was out there too. So I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Gacy is eyeing North American Championship. And at this point, give it to him. Give it to him. Give it to him. Give Joe Gacy the North American Championship. I can only imagine how he would be with that championship or just a championship period. Give it to him. We get Briggs and Jensen versus Tank Ledger and Hank Walker. There was one point where uh Briggs big booted Tank in the face. Tank spit out a tooth, and it was like, sir, you spitting out teeth. Like, guard your grill. Ludacris told you best. Gotta guard your grill. But Briggs and Jensen gets the dub. The second match in the tournament, Lyra Valkyria versus Kiana James. Kiana James was already kind of complaining because she was like, oh, so y'all would give me the tough matchup of the tournament. I see how this goes. It was a back and forth contest, but ultimately, once again, if you've been following NXT and you've been following uh, the progression of the women, Lyra Valkyria has been one of the ones who's been proven like she was going to be in title contention. So Lyra Valkyria gets the dub. And I forgot, I think she's waiting on the winner between JC Jane and Roxanne Perez. Or either Cora Jade and Fallon Henley. something like that. But we'll see come next week as the tournament rolls on. Main event time: Braun Breaker, Trick Williams, aka Trick Willie, Mr. Whoop That Trick. He's trying to stand up for his boy, get his honor back, and he tried, but Braun is in evil mode. He's more aggressive. He got that dog in him, and excuse me, he's mad aggressive and mad angry. And to be honest, so Braun Breaker hits the Steiner recliner. He gets the dub. Carmelo comes out, tries to help. Carmelo does try to go for his springboard body press and gets speared out the air. This is the issue I'm having with Breaker now. What is the plans for Braun Breaker after Battleground? Because one can assume Carmelo's going to retain. So what's going to happen with Braun? Is he going to get secretly, he's a late draft pick now on SmackDown or Raw? Deal. Interesting to see what happens with Breaker after Battleground. But yeah, 2 nights, 2 different tournaments. And Friday continues the tournament. So you get 3 WWE nights for the tournaments. I'm telling you, if there's a tournament on AEW tomorrow, you get the quad. We're already getting the trifecta of tournaments, but the quadfecta of tournaments, I don't think AEW has a tournament going on. But that would be wild if there's a tournament happening. No, that would be wild if there was a tournament happening on AEW. That would be wild. Just be quadfecta of tournaments. But yeah, that was Raw. That was NXT. Like I said, tournaments, they're trying to get everything established, trying to get everything going since the dust has officially settled with these drafts, and they're trying to figure out how everything goes. So now we're on the road to Night of Champions. We're on the road to NXT Battleground. That's where we at now. Shout outs to my tag brethren, Lip Dizzle, Jaeger Bombastic, Juggernaut 097. Socials and things have been scrolling at the bottom of this whole video, so no excuse. No excuse. And whether you loved it or hate it, don't forget to rate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down, perfect, thumbs up. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Tag that notification bell so you know when we post videos. Thank y'all for tuning in. And whether you've been here or whether you're new here, we like to sign off the videos with the 2 sweet. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate it. And people out there, don't forget to tag out. Peace.